Hello everyone, it's your boy Indecisive, and I am here with the fellas, and we are doing a very meta commentary on our movie. Say hi, fellas.
Hello.
What's up?
Alright, that's the extent of the intro for today, because we just don't need it to be more than that. Alright,
I guess you do want to explain what this is?
Oh, how about you explain it, since you signed us up to do this in the first place. You get the honors.
Alright, so my name is Blake. I am a filmmaker, and there's this YouTuber, his name is Joel Haver, and every year during the Oscars, he has this challenge where all of his followers, or everyone who's wanting to participate, instead of watching the Oscars that year, they make a feature-length film, and this year I decided to participate, and I asked Indy to come hang out and do it with me, and he brought Dylan, and we just had an absolute blast on Sunday. It was so much fun, and I popped out the movie the next day, and I guess we're just gonna watch it and talk about it, right?
Yeah, that's pretty much the entire gist of our intro, if you will. He's right. We had a lot of fun doing this because it was pretty goofy, but also very entertaining. And for roughly an hour 15, hour and a half of us just kind of making stuff up as we went, I'd say it went pretty well.
Yeah, it was actually 2 hours. I timed it.
It was actually 2 hours of raw footage. That's crazy.
Well, no,
Wow.
not of raw footage, but like we started and it ended in 2 hours.
Gotcha.
Oh, wow.
All right. That was pretty good.
Yeah, time flies.
It does. All right. Well, without further ado, shall we get into it, boys?
Wait, can we talk about what's next on your queue? What was that thumbnail?
Oh, I don't know what was next on my queue. Oh, it's just a. People can't even see it because it's blocked behind my face cam. But it's just a Markiplier video. It's just Half Dead 3. You know, nothing too crazy. So yeah, without further ado, let's jump right in.
Got any kings?
That took 3 hours to render, by the way.
Go fit.
That intro took you 3 hours to render.
Yeah, it took me 3 hours to render that logo for the first time.
That's crazy.
That version in this video, it's just a video file, but like when I made it the first time, it took a long time to render out.
Nice. Bro's putting in maximum effort, and the video hasn't even started. No way. All right.
You got any twos? Go fish. Now, about that robbery.
What about it?
Why the banana?
Just hungry.
Fine. You got any tens? Got any nines?
Nope. Go fish. I'm gonna pause for a second. Dylan, I didn't text you about this, so you don't know this, but I was talking to Blake about it a little bit. So the way that I'm gonna use this footage for my channel, besides obviously what we're doing right now, I think it'd be really funny to go back to like classic YouTube era where it's like X video, but like every time this happens, something happens, or like the video ends when something happens, like stuff like that.
Oh.
And I 100% want to get a clip, like a full video that's literally just us playing cards. Like that's the entire version of the film, but it's just us gaming. I 100%. I think that's gonna be on my agenda tomorrow or Thursday. I'm gonna get working on that because it'd be really funny. It's just us just playing cards.
I feel like half of the raw footage was just that, you guys playing different card games.
That is probably true. And also us doing that was just absolutely brilliant, where we just keep changing the game every like 5 or 10 minutes because we just got bored and it was funny.
By the way, if I don't say something every 30 seconds, I'm gonna have to copyright the stream. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's true. You're right. Yeah, we gotta make our own content out of it, or else gonna get banned. So let's not do that, shall we? You got any jacks?
Go fish.
I honestly, like, as we were doing this, was kind of just like forgetting how Go Fish works for like a split second.
How? It's like the easiest card
I
game to figure
listen.
out.
I'm stupid. Okay, we already know this. This isn't news. I'm a little stupid. That's all there is to it. I'm just a little bit stupid.
That accent came back out.
Yeah, no, that was another funny thing is I love how both of us were like kind of half trying the accent. So we'd literally like we'd say something and be like, yeah, we're saying a thing, and then the next sentence would be like, hey, what was that? We just kept going in and out of it. just swapping it in and out was just so funny because there was just no form of consistency whatsoever. It was just random garbage.
Now, you know that we know that Russo, the guy who did the robbery, he's associated with you.
Nuh-uh.
Well, you know what you think you know that I know that you know.
So, do we like ever establish like an actual series of events?
Nope.
I don't think we do.
I don't think we did. We from what I remember of like just all the stuff that was part of it, like so some guy named Russo did a robbery and somehow that loosely connected to like some what I don't remember if he was like actually related to me or not, but like some guy like beat up some dude in a laundromat or no, in the soup store that was also the clothing store. I really don't remember how any of it was connected. I know that just like it just kind of happened and like we never really solved anything. But yeah.
Go ahead.
No, that was it. I don't know what else to say in response to that.
I feel like it's just like an hour of you guys playing cards and then accusing each other of stuff.
Pretty much. That's kind of what it boiled down to. Is it basically just boiled down to like Dylan looking at me and being like, "Hey, what'd you do?" And I was like, nothing. I don't know what you're talking about." And then it kind of just kept spiraling for 40 minutes.
I wonder if the joke gets old at some point.
I think so. I think from reviews I've heard from people that have watched it, there's like a couple of parts where they kind of felt like it dragged a little bit, where we kind of did get really repetitive. But for the most part, people just thought it was funny because it was just complete anarchy the entire time.
I feel like it's really nice you put it on while you're like cleaning your house, and then you don't have to pay attention. You'll just come back and you're not missing out on it.
No, I agree. This is one of those things that it's like you put on when you just like need to have something on in the background. I completely agree. We've been live for 8 minutes and we're only a minute into this video. We've got so much to say. I love it.
Got me, Force.
No, go Fish. You know precisely what I intend for you to know, and nothing more. Do you have any twos?
Go Fish. Got any nines?
Nope. Go Fish.
I really
Got
love
any
this
sixes?
coffee shop jazz, not gonna lie.
Oh no,
It was
Blake
cool.
Blake has really good music choice in his videos, 100%.
This wasn't my first choice. I was looking for like noir detective music, but the platform I use doesn't have anything like that. At least not that I could find. I'm not going to shout them out unless they're going to pay me.
Fair. Completely fair.
But just there's no noir detective music. Like,
That's disappointing. That was very disappointing. But I mean, the smooth jazz works. It definitely sets the right kind of tone.
Yeah, definitely.
Go Fish.
So let's say that I know a guy.
Okay, you know a guy, but what does that guy know?
Well, that guy knows what you know.
And what would that be exactly?
This whole bit, I feel like it did go on for a while, but it just kept getting funnier because it's like we just kept finding new ways to just say the exact same sentence like 10 times over. There was literally like no creativity, no nothing, just going back and forth. I also
we didn't mention it. Or you go ahead. You go ahead.
no, go ahead.
We didn't mention it, but this was entirely improvised. Like there's.
Oh
no
yeah,
script.
no, yeah. We had no script. We went into it like after sitting down for probably like 2 minutes before we started. We were kind of like, "Ooh, I've got an idea. Let's do like a film noir kind of thing. That'd be funny." But there was no script. There was no idea with it. We were just like, "Let's do this," and then it just happened. So yeah, that's how we came to this. I also would like to point out I just received high praise because my dad said that it was pretty good and thanked me for sharing it. So let's go. We get shout outs.
Good.
Thank you.
I
Nice.
think that's the only thing your dad's ever said to me indirectly.
True. That is true. It's yeah. I also love how this. Oh, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
I love if I remember right, is it? Yeah, it's right. It's right where we just were. That I told Blake about it. The first video that I'm doing, I think I have it going live tomorrow or Thursday. The first video of me like memeing this is the video ends when someone says a word that starts with the letter E, and that right there is the end of the video. Spoilers. Yeah, I have it scheduled for 2 days from now.
I want to know, because I know how I feel about it, but how do you guys feel about seeing yourselves on screen?
It's always weird, dude. I'm not used to that, so.
Yeah, Dylan's not used to it. I am used to it, having not only done multiple things with you, but also just, this being like my main aspiration. It kind of doesn't really bother me anymore. I'm kind of used to it. It's funny because it's like you always get like those YouTubers who are all like, "Oh yeah, you must love the sound of your own voice." No, I hate the sound of my voice. When I have to go back and I have to like edit my stuff for like 3 hours at a time, I'm literally like, "This is the worst. Shoot me now." But I've gotten used to it to the point where I'm like, "Okay, I can sit down and do whatever I need to do and I'll be fine." But it's not something that I actively enjoy. I enjoy doing it. I don't enjoy like having to interact with it.
Yeah, I'm there with you on that. When I did like a couple talk to the camera kind of videos, it was like,
Yeah. No, and that's another thing that I've noticed, that it's like for this, like I am better. I mean, improv, I'm better playing off someone anyways, but just generally, I feel like I'm so much funnier when I'm playing off of someone else, because that way I'm not just like talking to myself in a blank room. When I've got someone else I'm interacting with, I feel so much more comfortable and so much more confident in the random crap that I'm saying. And I think that's what made this like so successful for me.
yeah, I agree. You're not saying you're not funny.
No, I got you.
I'm saying it. You're not funny, Abe.
Thanks, Dylan. Appreciate it. Very helpful. Stupid.
Well, it'd be stupid if you don't know what you know.
Well, maybe I know more than you think that I know that you know.
Were you just having a stroke at that point?
Yeah, I was having a stroke and I thought it would be kind of funny as well, so I just rolled with it. And I was trying to be
That's fair.
smart and like detective mode, but nope, it was hard.
Yeah, but instead your brain just kind of went, maybe. brain
Yeah.
no work good.
Never
I
mind.
was speaking gibberish.
But you
Yeah.
know what happened in that bathtub.
I know nothing of the sort.
What about those boogers I found under my bed?
Under your bed?
Yeah, under my bed.
Now, suppose I know a thing or two about some boogers under a bed, but I'm not sure I know anything about any under yours. If
that
you've
was like a
got
Gru
boogers...
accent for a second. That was like a Gru accent for the split second.
Yeah, definitely. Now this section right here, it was kind of funny because it's like Dylan and I were kind of just working off of each other the entire time, just like coming up with stuff. But every once in a while, if we'd go quiet for too long, Blake would like feed us some just absolute random suggestion from the side. So he'd like give Dylan and I just a starting line to keep going. And when he mentioned like the whole boogers line, I literally was just confused beyond all belief, because I was just like, that's such a random weird thing for it to be a part of, but it's kind of funny. and somehow we wound up with this whole bit.
I'm glad you guys enjoyed my little tidbits. I hope I didn't annoy you.
No, I honestly, there were times when I definitely needed it. I needed the help. I was just like, I have no idea what comes next. So that was helpful.
Glad I could help.
Under your bed, you put them there yourself.
Well, then, you said you know something about boogers underneath a bed. What bed?
Johnny Two Talking.
Johnny Two Talking. I've heard of him.
He was talking twos all over my business, and so I gave him the boogers.
Gave him the
I love that
boogers.
line.
I'm not proud of that line. That was just so
You gave him the
stupid.
boogers.
It was so funny though.
Yeah, it was just like just gave him the boogers. You know, there's just nothing to it. It
Sounds
was just
so
the boogers.
oddly threatening.
I know, right? It's just such a like weird, vague threat, but it's kind of funny.
Personally, I'm imagining him like laying on the floor dead. You know, like when someone's dead, they're like covered in blood. He's not covered in blood. He's covered in boogers.
Oh. Oh, I don't like that image. That's awful. Oh,
What did you do to that man?
gave him the boogers. Yikes.
Where is he now?
Where is he now? He's eating his own boogers.
Do you know that picture of like the
What?
guy with milk and cereal coming out of his mouth and eyes and nose?
I think so, yeah.
That but boogers. That's what I'm thinking.
Dude, oh my god. Get out of here with that. Nasty. Dude. This frame right here. Dylan just losing his mind.
Oh, by the way, eventually I'll drop the thumbnail into this Discord and we can talk about that.
Oh yeah, we definitely should. That reminds me. I gotta give you. You want to see a sneak peek at what the thumbnail for the other one's gonna be?
Sure.
I perfected this. Hang on. I gotta. I have to be careful because I don't want to screw up the stream showing this. But let's see if I close. I go to here. There we go. That's the thumbnail.
Alright, I love it.
I know, right? It's literally just the same thing, which is so simple. Which is the video ends with someone says a word starting with E. It's literally just its own line.
Happened.
If I told you, you wouldn't believe it.
When I was thinking of like that line, okay, that's another really good face to pause on. Oh, that's so stupid.
It just looks like a terrible Godfather parody.
Yeah, definitely, 100%. Oh man, what was I gonna? Oh yeah, with that line, when he was like, "Tell me the truth," I was going to make the joke of like "You can't handle the truth," but I was like, "Nah, I don't want to reference that. I want to do something different." And then we proceeded to make like a dozen references after the fact, so it's kind of like, well, never mind. I probably should have. It worked though, and this is a very
That should have
funny.
been a thumbnail.
That should. I will be coming back for this frame at 3:49.
Real quick, so sneak peek as to our talk about the thumbnail. My process for finding clips for the thumbnail is literally to just find a random point in the timeline and say, oh, that looks like a funny face. Usually on cuts, it's like right before a cut, the face is the stupidest, and I just find that and I use that. That's my thumbnail process.
That makes sense. That's a pretty fair process.
It works.
That it does. That it does.
This is the most ridiculous thing I've done. Tell me.
I'm pretty sure you've done some more ridiculous things than this. Let's be fair.
Believe
That's a genuine laugh. I literally that's one of the few moments where it's like I was able to break character but have it fit the character, so it was fine. But I literally, like, as Dylan's like, this is ridiculous. I literally was just thinking of just like other random stupid stuff we've done in the past, and I just started losing it because I was like, yeah, no, we've done stupider things than this by far. I was like, yeah, I think we can do better.
My life is pretty boring. What happened?
Is it, Dylan?
All
Is
right.
it boring?
All right.
Not anymore.
That is, dude.
It all started at the soup store.
Which soup store? The one that sells clothes or the one that sells soup?
No, the one that sells clothes. Who buys soup at a soup store?
But why would you buy clothes at a soup store?
F you, that's why.
That scene, you have to know the context of this whole bit for that to be funny, but if you know the context, that's like one of the funniest bits in the entire video. Because it's just so mindlessly dumb. Why are you buying clothes at the soup store?
There were like 3 moments where we were just uncontrollably laughing. That's what happened with
Yeah.
anything ever. And that was one of them.
Yeah, what? It's this, the plates, and then what was the third?
Pearl Harbor.
Oh, yeah. Dude. Oh, that honestly is another one where I was just like, oh, yeah. I'm so glad that we kept that because it's like it looks so bad out of context, but it's so peak. Dylan, you're an intelligent fellow. You know that?
Yeah.
All right. What happened?
So, my pal Steve walks into the soup store.
The soup store that sells clothes.
Yeah, stop trying to change it to another soup store.
This whole section of just like him repeating the soup store, all I could think of was like Shrek, where it's like do you know the Muffin Man? And they just keep saying the Muffin Man like back and
Muffin
forth and
Man.
back and forth. Yeah, it's literally just that, but it's just Dylan obsessing over the soup store. And I was literally just like, dude, stop saying the soup store. We get it. That's
It's a soup store that sells clothes. That's a really weird thing, you know?
That's why I wound up. That's why on like the last part of it, I literally was just like, the store, because I was like, I don't want him to continue this bit. I just want to move on. So I literally just like intentionally silenced it.
I had it in my head when you said that. I was about to go, the soup store?
Yeah, so I was just like, no, I'm shutting this down. I can't do a third round of this bit.
I'm sorry. It's just in my brain. It doesn't work that like someone will go to a soup store to get clothes. Like, what's the point? Like, you think it wasn't some fancy French name, you know?
Francie French name.
French name, you know?
Francie French. Yes, that is my favorite variation of that language. Francie.
Like,
Yeah.
soup?
You detectives are quite simple-minded creatures if you can't even imagine going to a soup store and buying clothes. I don't know how you
I
are
agree.
going to get anywhere with this. So, my pal Steve, he walks into the soup store.
The soup store that sells clothes.
Yes, how many times do I gotta say it for Pete's sake?
Oh, I just like saying it to myself. It's kind of funny to think of a soup store that sells clothes.
I'm a little disappointed that you didn't like get his face when he said that line, because he literally just had like the biggest smile on his face. He's just like, oh, I don't know, I just like saying it. It was literally, I was just like, bro, what is he doing? Bro's doing the freaking like the anime girl thing where he's like, oh, the soup store. Wow, I really love the soup store. It's literally just Dylan. Yikes, dude.
You want to hear the whole story or not?
Fine.
So, my pal Steve walks into the store.
The store.
And
The store.
he sees this guy who looks at him a little funny. And so he walks up to the guy and he's like, hey, why you looking at me funny? And the funny-looking man says back to him, I'm not looking at you funny. And then the whole thing kind of turned to crap, and, well, I'm sure you know the rest.
The beginning of that monologue literally was just me kind of ripping off Heath Ledger. I literally, like, this whole time as I was describing it, I was kind of thinking of, like, the whole, like, why so serious? I was like, the little man was just looking at me. And I literally just started doing that the entire time. And I was just like, nah, you know, I think this fits. This is the right vibe for this scene. So I literally throughout it would just...
My father came home a little sussier than
Yeah, exactly. It's just trying to think of the stupidest way to just rip that off without it being, like, blatant.
Why don't you tell me the rest? Just to make sure we're on the same page.
Steve got a little crazy.
This part especially,
He's a
same
crazy
thing.
kind of guy, that Steve.
Yeah, we saw the scene.
You telling the story or me?
I'm just saying. Tell the story.
So Steve goes a little crazy, and he grabs some clothes off the soup shelf, and he starts beating the guy with the clothes.
See, that is a funny image to imagine. Not the boogers one is gross, but imagining someone just getting beat with like a clothing stack, that's funny. You just imagine some guy just like walks up with a shirt and then just tries to deck you, but it's just a shirt, so it does absolutely nothing.
No, not the khaki.
Yeah, exactly. The worst you're gonna get is like bro's gonna like have a belt that he's like left in his pants or something, and you just get hit, and you're like, ah. Other than that, you're just gonna get whacked.
Like, it depends. If it's a shirt, you know, he's not dealing any damage. -0, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
If it's a belt, that's critical hitting.
That is true. That is very true.
The soup store.
With the clothes from the soup store at the soup store that sells clothes.
Yeah, obviously.
Interesting.
Well, there's not much else to it at that point. Steve went a little crazy, started smacking the guy with the clothes, and then he ran out into the night or whatever.
But we found him.
You found Steve?
Yeah, we found Steve.
Where'd you find Steve?
Because he was just beating somebody with clothes. We gotta find him. It was a crime. We solved crimes, remember?
Oh, you gotta find. Oh, I thought.
Is that a crime? Like, in all honesty, is that like really a crime? Smacking someone with a pile of clothes.
But
I think so.
Yeah.
I think it's assault.
Oh, that's true. Then I guess you know. I guess if you look at it that way, then yeah, I suppose it is.
I mean, he died. Like,
Yeah, just like it's just a little pain. It's all right. It's all good. Yikes.
said you found him.
I did find him. That's what we're saying.
Where'd you find him?
I found him in the woods.
In the
But it
woods.
did not look like he just ran into there because he went insane. So what actually happened?
Are we talking about the same Steve? Because the Steve I know would absolutely run into the woods for no reason.
Yeah, but he didn't look like that. He was kind of dead.
Steve's dead.
I yeah, he doesn't look right. He looks dead. You're just like, oh, I learned from have you guys ever seen those clips of Ewan McGregor where he's like, the reason why in Revenge of the Sith he makes a comment where he's like, I saw Anakin killing younglings, and he like covers his mouth. The reason why he does that is because he thought that line was just so funny that he kept breaking character and laughing during the scene. So he'd cover his mouth so that you couldn't see him smiling and chuckling at that line, and it made it into the actual film. I 100% abused the crap out of that skill for this shoot because there were so many things that you said that were just so out there that I just had to like take a second to like regain my composure before I could keep going. So I literally was just like, oh, okay, yeah, all right then.
Yeah. He's dead.
Womp womp.
Did you just say womp womp?
I love this. I'm so mad. I'm so mad that it broke. All of a sudden, like, I saw the string in the replay. I was like, no, my hot glue. It's all coming apart. And it's still together, but just it's literally hanging on by a thread now, and I'm very disappointed in that because I didn't want to trash it. I had 2 of them, but I didn't dare bring both because I know Dylan, and I know Dylan's temptation to lightsaber fight with them would be too great. So I took that option away.
Hey,
I know you.
never been something I
Exactly. Yeah, that's what I thought. So, yeah, I did not want to take that chance and break both of them, and I still wound up breaking one of them. So I was like, okay, well, that's not helpful.
I'm sad we didn't use the other guns. Like, there was a bit later in the
I-
movie where you guys pull out 2 guns, but
Yeah.
didn't use the other guns.
I know. I should have. I still didn't even wind up filming that other thing that I wanted to do with those. I still need to one of these days. But that's a secret for another day for those of you that are watching this later. You'll have to stay tuned to watch what video I'm talking about with guns. They're not real guns. I should probably preface that. Don't strike me, YouTube.
Laser
They're laser tag guns, and they're funny.
Good old Steve. Well, there's one thing I've learned in my life. It's that guys named Steve are gonna end up in a better place.
Do you guys know anyone named
I'll
Steve?
miss you, Steve.
Yes. I know. I think I only know one Steve.
Is he in a better place?
He's still alive, actually. So,
I know Steven.
Would I know that, Steve, or no?
yes. Without
I don't know why I can't remember.
without naming names so we don't dox this individual, but you know, the guy that's recorded all of our shows for the last decade. You know,
I feel so
that
bad.
Steve. Wow, inexcusable.
I never called him Steve. I just called him Mr. Inter last name.
Womp womp. Bro, forgot he exists. That's funny. I remember Steve. I'm not
Okay, so
Dylan.
you're Steve.
Womp womp.
Shut up about Steve. Come on.
You asked me about a story. I'm telling you a story about Steve.
The timing of that is very well done. I love that. It's funny how we did wind up switching the game to us playing a combined game of solitaire, and then we got no footage of us actually playing solitaire.
I told you guys I wasn't gonna be like showing it.
Dude, no, it didn't even occur to me that like that was the case. But all of a sudden, we're just looking down at it, and I was just like, oh yeah, we're not actually playing it anymore. That's right. I just forgot.
Found Steve.
I don't think anyone's noticed or pointed it out,
Up
but
to
later in
his-
the movie, the light behind Indy's head, like outside, there's like a backyard light that gets turned on.
Oh yeah.
I noticed that.
Did? Okay.
Yeah, I was like, oh yeah, that's a thing. I just didn't say anything about it. I also love how it's like, you know how like traditionally like some movies they'll like be very literal with like their lighting, and so they'll do like, you know, like the good guys like in the bright light, the bad guys in the dark light. I love that. That's just not the case for this. Dylan was like overshadowed by red so much, and I'm like the bright shining light on me.
Would you believe me?
First of all, once again,
That's what
this
I
is
was
a
going
perfectly-
for, and then
This is the perfect
forgot
time to
you
pause
guys-
on my face, dude.
Yeah, that is another
Yeah.
good one. What were you saying, Blake?
Would you believe me if I said that I was going for that, and then I forgot you guys were sitting in the other chairs? And...
That's kind of what I thought, honestly. I had a feeling. I was like, this feels like something that he's going for, but I think he's doing it backwards. But you know what? I'm not going to say anything because it's funny. And honestly, it is.
So it ended up working out,
Yeah, exactly. It still worked out for some amount of time.
kind of.
True.
Waist in mud. No shirt. No hat. No hair for some reason.
Bald.
It was really funny because he does have a full head of hair like you told me. Never mind, you never told me that.
That take back, just I literally started losing it because I was like, bro, just took it back because he realized the error. I heard that and I was just like,
I was considering whether or not I should cut that out, but I was like, no, we'll keep it.
No, that's hilarious. My mom, when we were watching it last night, absolutely just burst out laughing at that because it just comes out of nowhere where it's like, yeah, exactly like you told me. Wait, you didn't tell me? Jeez.
He just has a full head of hair, from what I remember. He was completely bald.
You know, to
Now we're
me,
drinking this.
all I'm
Yeah, oh
hearing is
yeah,
a story about
dude. No, it was so funny because it's like as my dad was watching it, because he forgot about it yesterday, so he was watching it probably like an hour before we got started here. He was like going through and asking me questions, and he literally said like the soda crap was driving him crazy, and I just said good. It just makes no sense, but it's just such a stupid bit to include.
Steve having a wonderful time on his way out.
Just sounds like a terrible way to go. By the looks of it, he was starved, completely skinny.
Are you absolutely certain we're
Yes,
talking about
I'm
the same
absolutely certain
All
we were
right.
talking about the same.
All right, all right, all right.
We were talking about him. I think what happened is he just got stuck in the mud, couldn't get out, and then just accepted his fate.
Logic.
That does sound like Steve.
Bold assumption.
Yeah, and then I just love how then it's like that line. I was so in and out of that accent. I literally like. I love how it's like I've got like this like quiet, like reserved, like kind of accent going on half the time. And then for that line, just like, man, sure sucks to be Steve, huh? All of a sudden I've just got this like southern accent. I'm like, yep, sounds like Steve. And I'm just like, bro, where am I from? What am I doing?
Oh yeah, now about that robbery.
Oh yeah, that.
Then we still never get
No,
anywhere
no,
with
no,
this.
Are you sure you know nothing about the robbery?
I know that you know nothing about it.
What about the Beyblade that was right by the door?
That's a good face. That's a real good face. That was another Blake suggestion that just absolutely had me wheezing when I heard it because I was literally just like, I'm sorry, Beyblades? I haven't heard of those in an age. And then that just wound up.
Shut up.
Yeah, and then we didn't stop talking about Beyblades for the entire movie.
I'm sorry, the what?
The Beyblade. You know, like the little child, like the kid toy where it's like you have the thing and the thing and you go.
I know what
That.
a Beyblade is. How dare you? You know,
Is there something I'm missing here?
yeah,
Yes.
actually
What?
there is. Trying to explain it to you. Shut
Fine.
up. Shut up.
That, Blake, you're not going to know who this is, but that bit right there, Dylan, tell me that doesn't remind you of like how Bailey does scenes.
Yeah.
Where like that was the vibe that I was going for. He's our former improv teacher. And he like whenever he was doing a scene or something, but like he had an idea and he just didn't even feel like getting cut off. Like he just wanted to like get it out there. He'd literally like if someone started talking, he'd just be like, no, shut up. Shut up. I'm doing a thing. And he'd just keep going. And it was just the funniest way that he delivered it. And I was like, yeah, this sounds about right. Another example of me then
Tell me the damn
laughing,
story.
but
All
then
right.
having to cover
All right.
it up.
I drink my soda. Jeez. Where I come from, it is a great, great
Underwhelming, just tap.
Yeah, no, it's really funny how like I remember I did that later on too, and I remembered hearing it, and I was like, wow, that was like not at all significant like I thought it was going to be. That's really funny. It wound up just being such a like minute sound.
great insult to leave a Beyblade outside a door.
You're from Minnesota.
Did I stutter?
Was this because your grandmother died? with
That
Beyblade?
I gotta go back for a second. Just
Did I stutter?
that I literally was like trying so hard to not laugh at saying that. So I literally had like this little like curled smile of like, yeah, what are you gonna do about it? I literally was just losing it.
Was this because your grandmother died to a Beyblade?
How did you know about that?
I know more than you think that I know.
No.
I know that when it was you and your little cousin Timmy, you were playing Beyblades. You were coming in right at the top speed.
You're talking, you're doing this whole monologue, and then just in the background, I just heard me just sip. It's so awful.
Can you tell I didn't edit the audio at all?
Coming in.
Yes, but it's funny. It's so much funnier that way because it's just speaking and you just hear this little. You just keep right on talking over it.
Of course. Lost and then shattered. Sending shards into poor old grandma.
You know, I'd choose my next words carefully if I was you.
And then you didn't
Why
and
should
didn't
I?
care. Yeah.
In my house, you play by my rules.
Now you think that I'm playing on your turf here.
Soda man.
But I got a
Slurps.
little surprise for you.
What?
Do you remember when you bought this house 18 years ago?
So real
Yeah.
quick note.
I do.
So what I told you guys, I told them, "Is this your house?" Because like he said, we're playing on my turf, and you took it the way you took it. But I was thinking like, you guys are just in some random person's house, like you broke into someone's.
That would have been another funny take, honestly. I would have loved to see that, but nah. I was just thinking. I was trying to think of like it being this like big elaborate setup where he's like, "You think this was your house, but in reality, the mob's always owned this house. It's all been a sting operation for you." And then it kind of reached that, but then the bathtub thing happened, and then it just got confusing.
Dirt cheap.
Mm-hmm. You remember the sweet old lady that sold it to you?
Yeah. Her sister died from a Beyblade accident.
She had no sister.
That I'm proud of myself, and Dylan, I think we should both be proud of it, that I think I'm the only one that scuffed it up. I said no. That is the only time that I think we ever like said something and then went back on it. That's like, and I don't even count that technically as breaking yes and, because it's like I wasn't denying it so much as I was going into like the whole idea of that it was all a ruse and that it was all a setup. But I'm impressed that it's like that's the only time that we like contradicted each other other than just being confusing the entire time.
Yeah, I don't really think we said yes and. We just went and.
That's true.
We
Yeah, we
skipped
didn't really.
yes.
Yeah, we did skip the yes, and we just kept adding ands back and forth and back and forth.
So much lore.
That was not
Yeah.
a sweet old lady. That right there was my cousin Jimmy.
Cousin Jimmy.
Yeah.
Wait, was this the cousin that was found in the bathtub? Perfectly fine, just it was a really awkward situation to walk into.
Yeah, actually. It was.
Okay.
See, another thing is like the voice. I literally like I go from like this whole thing. I was like, just like, really? Oh yeah, okay, that makes sense. Just completely normal, just out of nowhere for no good reason.
Tony Lazzuto.
Yeah, the family tree that we set up for this, I'm so horribly lost, and I was the one spitting all of it. That's the funny part, is I just had no idea.
Can we watch Joel Haver's Tony Lazzuto bit after this?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's got some issues.
Yeah, why was he still in the house when I walked in for the first time?
Because, my dear friend, this was his house.
Yeah, but I bought it. My name's on like the papers and everything. So why was he still in my house after I bought it and he handed me the keys? He was in the bathtub. It was really weird.
Because he had an extra set of keys and he needed a place to go.
So stupid.
Could have just
I don't
told
actually
me to
understand
my face.
what happened in this scenario.
I don't honestly understand either. The guy broke into what used to be his own house and took a bath, and Dylan happened to walk in, I guess. I don't even know. I don't know what happened. I just know it was special.
I probably would have let him stay for a night. Now, back to the robbery. There was a Beyblade.
I was so over it. That frame was like literally just the frame of me just losing my mind. Where is it?
13 minutes in. Now back to the robbery.
Yeah, no, I was literally just like, dude, there's no way we just went full circle again, and it's been 13 minutes for the video, but then by this time, this was probably like a good 30 or 40 minutes of us talking and us just not making any progress whatsoever.
By the door. What could that mean?
Do you not listen?
Yeah, I listen, but what does it mean, though? I understand that it means it's disrespect, but does that mean it was you, or does that mean it was someone else trying to disrespect you?
Why would I disrespect myself?
I was gonna make a whole like joke about that and like turn it into like some like really like depressing narrative, just gonna be funny. Where he's like, why would I like disrespect myself? I already do that on the daily. I was trying to think of like something like just completely like self-burned that I could make a joke about just out of spite for the scene, and then just started going off the rails because I was just genuinely confused by what was actually being said.
Someone else trying to disrespect you.
No, you proposed two possible solutions.
Yes.
Either that it was someone else disrespecting me,
you're
or that it was
just
me
stupid.
disrespecting me.
It was someone else disrespecting you, or you just robbed a bank and framed someone else because they were disrespecting you. Makes
Yeah,
sense?
that's what I said.
Oh.
Cut to you guys drinking.
Lost it. Absolutely
I
losing it.
completely forgot we did that too.
Dude, yeah, no, my favorite part is the transition not being seamless. The transition of being like, we're having this dialogue and then both of us are just kind of like, oh. And then we have like a couple seconds of the awkward silence that then leads into this. That just makes it even funnier because it's just so out of nowhere. I almost broke there again.
I do the little lip smacking thing.
That was a genuine comment too. That wasn't even meant to be dialogue. That's another good pick. That was literally just like people. I've got a couple of people to point that out that I do that like lip smacking thing whenever I talk a lot. So I try my best to like either consciously think about it and stop it, or if I do it in like recordings, I just cut it out. But I love that I literally just made like an actual comment about it and it just makes it into the final frame. Nice.
That was good.
Nice one.
Thanks. First of all, what's the deal with that? Why the styrofoam ball?
This is a relic from my past.
It can't be that old. It's a styrofoam ball hot glued to a stick.
Okay, relic is a strong term. It's a memory. It's a thing.
A memory of what?
This reminds me of when I was a wee little boy and I was poor and all I could afford was a stick with a ball attached to it.
Are you sure you paid for that? Because it looks like you just made it in your grandma's closet.
Well, yeah, actually, I did make it in my grandma's closet because it was all I could afford.
Before
Because I was
or
freaking poor.
Before or after she died?
Not before, obviously.
Okay.
I love that we had to make that distinction, as if like a small child me would like climb into his dead grandma's closet to attach a ball to a stick.
That does kind of sound like something you might do.
That does not sound like something I would do. I don't
Rage
think
with it.
I don't think I would. I'm not too sure about that.
And now, look at where I am. I've got money. And you, my friend, are outrageously poor.
I just started laughing for real again because we just had that conversation before about like, yeah, let's not mention money, and then we were like, haha, poor. That was like the whole bit. I still gotta take my clips of my like behind the scenes stuff and do something with those this week. And I 100%, I really want to keep in that clip where you're like, hey, don't keep that in the video, but it's literally just that. So just the clip of you just saying you're poor. It would be kind of funny.
Yeah. Speaking of
So
horror,
what?
who wants to go see this movie in IMAX?
Hmm?
Who wants to go see this in IMAX?
Dude, I would love to see this in theaters. 100%. You know how like you can like rent out theaters? You should do that and rent out a private screening of this.
It's like a couple $100 per hour.
Honestly, that'd be worth
You
it
won't
for the
even
bit.
pay for a full hour.
Yeah, no, honestly, I think that would legitimately be kind of worth it for the bit. Should do that for like my birthday in like a month or two or something. Just like get a whole bunch of people together and just go to a private screening of this crappy freaking YouTube thing on the big screen.
You know, Aiden, Johnny, we're doing
Yeah.
like a mini film festival showcase kind of thing.
Mm.
You can't see me. I'm like raising my hands. Like, if you're down for it, if you're down for it.
Well, you know, I might. That would be entertaining.
I'll let you know when we're doing it because we don't know when we're doing it.
Sweet. That would be very funny.
You want to know a little secret?
Once again, that was very like Joker inspired. Like the you want to know how I got these scars? I was literally just doing that, but just Beyblade game.
Hey, peacock, and no one does it.
Summon Beyblade.
You son of a.
Hey.
This line too.
Let's not go crazy.
This was like the whole like the let's not blow things out of proportion. It was literally just that. So much of the like mob boss quality stuff I was doing was literally just Heath Ledger.
It can. I didn't say I'm going to make it do so.
So, about the Beyblades found right by the door.
I already told you it wasn't me. Though, for future reference, people that have guns pointed at them don't tend to be too cooperative.
See, like that just does nothing. The smack was so minute that it's literally like it did not get a point across at all.
But yet, people with the gun pointed to the person who's got the gun pointed at them can easily make you cooperative.
I'm pretty sure if you like listen closely to that's a double negative, and they're saying like if you were pointing the gun at yourself, then you would talk.
I think it made
No, because it was
sense.
the person who's pointing the gun at the person who's got the gun pointed at them.
Hold on. Instant
Yeah,
replay, ref
yeah.
follow.
Instant replay. We got a flag on the play. We got to review it.
Cooperative.
What do you think? So,
But yet, people with the gun pointed to the person
people with the gun pointed to the person
who's got the gun pointed at
who's got the gun
them.
pointed at them.
Huh?
Yeah, my brain is not.
That makes sense to me.
I'm glad that makes sense to you because I have no idea.
Can easily make you cooperative.
I don't get it.
Remember, you got two grandmas. One of them's died already. I can go find the other one.
That was a I was laughing honestly because I was just so caught off that you actually said that. I was just blown away that you literally just threw that out there. I was like, "Oh, dude, that's not messed up at all." Okay.
Remember, kids, at the beginning of every school year, you have four grandparents.
Yikes. And I just started losing it. I couldn't keep it together. I was like, "Oh, that's fun."
I'm sorry, before we keep
that the
going, I look
threat?
stupid. Did anyone get the joke?
No, it's a problem.
At the beginning of every year, you have 4 grandparents. Yeah.
Okay, you got it. Do you have it, Indy?
No, I don't. What am I missing?
So, you can say that your grandparent died, so you gotta go out of school.
Oh, yeah. Okay, no, I've seen memes of that. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. That's so stupid. Awful.
Too far?
A little bit.
No, I'm
yeah.
sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I mean, like, you know, that's
Yeah, I already know. She died 10 years ago.
you know, you're not making the cops look too good.
Yeah, Yeah, I don't really care.
I don't care.
This is what, like 2024, 1930. I don't care.
The timing of this universe astounds me. I don't understand how you're
What do you
able
mean?
to time jump.
2024, 1934.
Oh shoot, you're right. Yeah, you're right. It's super easy. I should have gotten that. See, again, I'm covering my mouth 100% because I was laughing trying to figure out what was just said and how to react to it. They're just like, oh, so it's simultaneously 2024 and 1930. Okay, all right.
That's so funny.
Didn't even try hard enough.
Successful. You're supposed to have decorum, but yet you laugh at a little burp.
Yeah, burps are funny.
Yeah, you're childish.
Hey. When you get to my social status,
Oh, you can see the light turned on in the back, by the way. It's there now.
you can laugh at whatever you damn well please.
Social status. The only difference between you and me is you actually got money in your wallet. I got money in my bank, not my wallet.
See, the way I see it,
And now it's
Thanks
off.
for
The light's
fleeting.
off.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, now it's just gone. That was pretty funny.
not going to be around forever. I mean, look at the 1930s, which probably haven't happened yet in this universe.
We don't know.
We don't know.
We don't know because we could not figure out when anything happened. We were just lost.
I love how it feels like you guys are. I don't know. It feels like a sports commentary. Like he will score this many points. We don't know. We don't know.
Yeah, exactly. We're just like, yeah, he's got a really outstanding shooting record, Dan. But you just never know. Sometimes they've just got a rough day and everything just falls apart. Sports, yeah, sports for sure. We do not know.
Or look at 2008. Also hasn't happened yet. But I hear there's going to be something pretty bad that'll happen.
Can you see the future?
I can neither confirm nor deny.
That would be so cool if you did.
It would be pretty cool. I do have to agree
Yeah,
with that.
like you could. Is that how you made your money? Just like put all the bets on the winning horses before you go to a horse race?
I don't
Like,
know
are you a material girl in a material world?
I told him to make a Madonna reference because we were like quoting different years.
Yeah, we somehow just wound up with that. I'm pretty sure, Dylan, I think that was Lizzie's favorite part. She heard that and she literally left a comment on this video that I think literally was, let's see where. Yeah, literally just, are you a material girl in a material world? Yes. The answer is just straight up yes.
Shout out, there's a wolf. Go subscribe to him.
Yeah, go follow this dude. He's pretty funny and has done some pretty cool stuff. Also love, gives us props, so, he's pretty cool too, I suppose.
Pretty snazzy.
Yeah.
I can neither confirm nor deny that. It is not for me to say.
What do you mean it's not for you to say? You're the one who clearly can do it.
I was just thinking with like that last part where I was like, I can't say. So I had just finished crewing a murder mystery called And Then There Were None. And there's a line that one of the characters says towards the end where he's like, they ask him like who he suspects, and he's like, no, I don't think it would be wise for me to disclose that information at the time. And I didn't want to quote that exactly, so I literally was just like, I don't think that's for me to say right now. I was literally just like, no.
Anytime you deny, it just means, oh, I totally can.
Nuh-uh.
Gotta clock out. Well, see ya.
Wait,
I love that you pulled out your phone so fast that it doesn't even like register that you used mine and then also had yours, even though you hear the slam of it on the table. It literally just happens just like, oh, okay, that works.
Also,
Hey.
I really so I wanted you alone, and I wanted to do like the chair swapping thing that will happen soon.
Mm-hmm.
And I wanted it to get like a lot deeper. And it didn't, but I do think I enjoy the way it went. That was funny.
Yeah, no, I love that I just kept switching back and forth, and I just made it just a big deal for no good reason.
Hang on, but you just...
I also love how you walk out of frame and we can still just see you right back there. You didn't even leave the frame. You literally walked right back into the shots.
When I saw that on the camera, I was like, "Oh, that's sick. That's definitely."
Oh, 100%. But yeah, he just walks off.
I don't need him. I don't need him. After all, you're
Once
just poor.
again, the unenthusiastic tap of the cane.
Now,
Yeah.
I think you'll find, in all reality, you actually are the one that has no financial status. Oh, no, my dear friend. I have plenty of money. I've invested in this revolutionary new concept called Bitcoin.
I still can't get over the fact I made a crypto joke.
What the heck is that? It sounds so stupid. How are you going to make any money off of something like that? It's quite simple, really. You take your computer, you overload the crap out of it, and then money just appears in your bank account. I don't honestly understand how it works. I just know that it does, and because of it, I am a very wealthy, wealthy man.
I legit don't honestly know how Bitcoin goes, so that's why I literally just started making up an explanation and was just like, yep, this is it. It'll work, definitely. Mm-hmm. Yep. And somehow we ended up with that.
Is it kind of just like a stock?
So I think the way it makes it is it's like
Excuse me.
it's like so it is digital, but the way it is it's like each coin is associated with like a certain like serial number or something like that, and all of the serial numbers are just put in the public domain. So that's why you can't really fake it, because if it doesn't line up with any of the ones that are real, then it's immediately sent out. So I think it's just like a finite resource.
That
So I
makes
think it's, like,
sense.
the more that
I get that. I don't understand how people get it. I mean, I guess you
Yeah,
probably just write a program or something that probably just like harvests all the information and just finds ones that people don't have, like a certain series of codes. That'd be my guess. I don't honestly know. Maybe one of those. Good.
Like one of those old YouTube videos. It's like randomly generated COD codes.
Yeah, probably something like that. Who knows? Maybe we'll get a comment on this video or the stream from one of those like fake crypto mining channels that just scam you, and they'll tell us how it works.
I hope my channel doesn't get taken over by one of those Elon Musk scam channels.
Yeah, don't click on any of those YouTuber giveaways. You never know. They might not be real.
Intriguing. Tell me more.
I love that I grabbed my soda from the other side of it, so I literally just like had to swap it around so that I could just drink out of it upside down.
and then shortly after I stole your soda.
Yeah, and then you stole my drink, and then I was just like, oh, okay, well, all right then, I guess.
Gotta love the Coke.
What? Sorry. Yeah, Bitcoin, right.
I don't know why. I don't know why I felt the need to do that, but I just felt like if I was going to be doing something on my phone where I wasn't paying attention, playing classic Angry Birds just like felt like the vibe.
It was. It absolutely was.
It was. I very much enjoyed that sound because it was just so stupid.
Yeah, I was mining some right now, actually. It's too complicated. I couldn't possibly explain it any more than I already have.
Because I actually couldn't.
All right, fair enough. Save your secrets for another day, I guess. Yes, of course, I must do so. Well, on that note, I suppose it's probably time for me to head out as well, so I bid you adieu. Oh, yeah, I guess it is about that time. Well, hey, hang on. If you're the one being interviewed here, why are you leaving?
All right, I'm back.
I'm sorry? Wait, so you're...
What's so confusing?
I'm not honestly sure. Well, I guess now that you're back, you do know that does mean you're subject to more questioning.
Yeah, I accept it.
Good. I would hope so. So, of course, there is the matter of the robbery, but you seem to be hiding lots of information regarding that.
So yeah, I think at that point I literally just like finally accepted, okay, we're not going to get anywhere with that subplot, so let's move on to something else, which is exactly what I wound up doing. Because they're just like, we're not...
I ended up going back to the robbery at the very end.
Yeah, and then we're just like, bro, get out of here.
So I suppose for now we should move on. What can you tell me about your whereabouts on the 5th of November?
5th of November.
Oh, that's the best part.
I was at your mom's house.
I'm sorry?
I was at your mother's house.
Hit me with the classic. Yikes.
That's very disrespectful. I'll say that about my mom.
I didn't say anything about your mom. I just said I was at her house.
Why are you at my mom's house?
Because I can. Because when you get to my social class, you can walk anywhere and no one will say a thing.
Well, I'm saying something now. Why were you at my mom's house, dude? That's really weird.
Why are you making it weird?
Isn't it funny that, like, so we find out at the end that this guy's not the guy that the cop thinks that he is, and yet he was at the cop's mom's house?
Or was
Even
it?
though I'm actually the cop and we just like broke canon again.
Yeah, no, that too. Just the fact that we just switched with like no commentary on it, just it happened, and we're both just kind of like, oh, okay, yeah, I guess we're here now, and then we just did it.
All right. Okay.
Look, mothers are weird, okay? At least you got a normal mother. My mother was 3 Beyblades and a trench coat.
That line had me. I was thinking of that one girl on TikTok that's like, what is it? She hangs out with Dan Povenmire a lot, or I think she at least used to, and she was like, oh, like her whole gimmick was she was like 3 hams in a trench coat or something like that. So I was just thinking of those clips, and I was like, dude, I don't know what this is, but this is the direction it's going in, and I was losing it.
Coat, specifically.
You're wearing your 3 Beyblade mother's coat?
Yeah.
What happened to your mother?
The Beyblades fell. They stopped spinning.
I see. Do you
His
have
mother let it rip.
any?
Yikes.
Oh, that would have been so good.
That would have been pretty funny. I was trying to think. I think I was gonna make some joke about like, oh, like I'm sorry for your loss, but I think I was just too confused, so I just moved on. I was just like, no, I don't know, man.
Any living relatives that aren't Beyblades or related to Beyblades in any way?
There is my cousin Tammy and a twin brother Timmy. Never mind. Yeah, never mind. They got killed by Beyblades too. I'm sorry. My family's weird.
Yeah, you got that right.
Hey, don't talk about my family.
Hey, you're the one that's over at my mom's house.
Yeah, you want to know why? Because your mother let it rip.
Oh, you son of a...
Sit down! It was a joke. It was a joke.
I'm getting real sick of you.
That was the most genuine line I've said in this entire thing. By the end of this, I was literally just like, dude, it's been so long of this same stupid bit. I'm over it. And I was just done. I was like, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what he's saying. I'm just going crazy.
I was just spatting word vomit.
Yeah, no, pretty much. That's word vomit is the best way to describe what happened, honestly. And then he drinks my drink. You absolute buffoon. I wanted that and you drank it.
What was that for?
Word vomit's a major disrespect.
Then why'd you do it?
Because it's a major disrespect. Like, wow, I thought police were stupid. Detectives are worse. Oh, man.
Just the delivery of like that line where you're like, I thought that you were stupid. Oh, okay. You just become completely normal in the next sentence. You're just like, ooh, okay. Then he flicks over the drink and he's just like, okay. Dude. Dylan's dying. He's choking, laughing. Dude, speaking of choking, I love how you had both of us do the like dramatic coughing for absolutely no reason because it didn't even make the final cut.
Wait, you didn't end up using it?
No, he didn't.
I've got my own reasons. No, I don't think I have a specific reference, but I thought it was gonna be so funny if I used that as like something to put between jump cuts.
That makes sense, honestly.
And this also makes a fun sound.
Simple-minded creature.
You know,
That is kind of satisfying.
when I was poor, we played this game.
Why'd you like talk like out of the can for like a split second?
You know,
That is
I
kind of
did not
satisfying.
mean to do that.
when I was poor.
Did not mean
Bro's literally just like, when I was poor, then this thing happened, and yeah, this is what happened. Bro, start talking out of the can.
Dude, that would have been fun if we started doing like a puppet show.
Dude, we should have. Oh, that would have been so funny.
We played this game all the time with my cousins.
It is a very interesting game,
Yeah.
but I think we are getting a little off topic.
I was losing it having my phone down there right next to this as we were flicking them back and forth. I was like, dude, if I splash something on my phone, it's Jover.
So Jover.
I need the truth out of you.
What truth?
The truth.
What form of the truth?
The entire truth. The whole truth, nothing but the truth.
So help me God.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh. What all do you want to know?
Everything.
Everything about what?
I just love that like this entire bit was just fueled by making as many references as possible back to back. That's all this dialogue was.
I don't know. Everything about life or the universe. Everything.
So you want to know about everything everywhere all at once?
Well, yeah, exactly. Tell me about absolutely everything.
Well, what do you mean
That-
absolutely everything?
Who's that? Who are we
That was another. I just love just like the subtle, just like they'll look over at the camera and then they'll look back and how just nonchalant it is, and then it just goes right back in like they didn't do it.
I mean,
I know, what's that a
tell
reference
me
to?
about absolutely everything.
So what are you talking about? Are we talking about everything everywhere all at once or some other form of the truth?
Didn't I ask you? I don't think it made it in the final cut, but didn't I ask you to like, have you even seen that movie? And I think you're just like, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, I literally was just like, dude, I haven't even seen that movie. I don't know what reference you're making. Get out of here.
Well, you guys haven't seen that movie?
I have not. No,
No.
Oh, it's so good.
I've heard good things. I just have not actually seen it for myself. But yeah, we definitely reference it.
On Blu-ray.
Why do you have 2 copies of that on Blu-ray?
So I
you can?
got a copy of it like when it first came out, and then A24 came out with like a deluxe collector's edition, and I got that too. So now I have 2 versions of it.
I am not surprised, honestly.
It's
That
my favorite movie ever. So
fair enough. Fair enough.
You know what you did, and I need to hear about what you did. So tell me what you did.
Yeah, what did I do?
You've done a lot of things.
Yeah, I have done a
Your
lot
mother.
of things. I go to your mother's house.
Exact, and then he makes the exact joke too. I was just like, dude, get out of here. I was so sick of him, but I was like, dude, no way. He made another your mom joke. That's a good face. That's a really good face. All the best. I should just make a compilation. Like since we're actively pausing it, this is gonna save me the time of having to go back and do it later. I should just use this recording, but like just the points where we pause it and just get all the best faces out of this.
we've been here for an hour and 45 minutes. No.
Hour and 15,
an hour and
actually.
15. I
Yeah.
can't do math.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, we're 26 minutes into the movie, and we've been talking for an hour and 15. We still have 15 minutes left.
Again with my mom, man.
Hey, she's a lovely lady.
Yeah, she is. You blinked.
Damn it.
Actually, Aiden, you blinked.
Did I actually blink before that?
Yeah. I had to cut it out, but you did blink before.
Oh, you cut it. Okay.
Yeah.
You blinked.
It would have been funny if you left it in, because I literally just wouldn't have even noticed.
You blinked.
Oh yeah, but you blinked first.
Well, no, but then after I blinked, we did another round, right?
I didn't know we were doing another round.
Well, I didn't know we were doing the first round.
Well, that's on you.
I was going to say that's a skill issue, but then I remembered we were technically in 1930, but also not.
Touche.
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 Then we can't forget about the second one.
Hey.
What else do you want to know?
I want to know where you were on the 5th of November.
Well, after I went to your mother's house, I went to your dad's house.
I'm blaming you for the fact that the ball is falling off, because I didn't mess with that when I had it, but you're over there messing with it.
Look, I did not pull it off, okay? I was pushing it down onto the thing. So,
A likely story. A likely story.
Go grab it right now. There are outlines of my finger on the foam ball.
I'm not going to do that, but honestly, I would for the bit if I really felt like it. All right. Fine. Be that way. Still just started losing it.
You know, it's an old rhyme. Remember the 5th of November. And then there was some other line that I can't remember.
What are you looking at?
But
I don't know. I don't honestly remember what I was looking at.
Right.
Oh, is November Pearl Harbor?
That is so messed up on so many levels. And the fact that you genuinely did not realize the date was wrong had me freaking losing it.
Wait, can we watch it again, like in its entirety for the audience?
Yeah, we gotta.
Remember. And then there was some other line that I can't remember. But if I remember right...
Oh, is November Pearl Harbor?
Jesus Christ.
I literally just like, dude, what? I was like, there's no way, bro, does not remember the day. Get out of here. And then you drop that on me. And then the transition straight into us nibbling and just me assuming that I just ranted to you about the 5th of November.
So yeah, it's this
my
whole
favorite
British
bit coming up.
Hmm?
This is my favorite bit coming up.
Yeah.
British thing that happened, or actually didn't happen. So
The sandwiches were really good.
Yeah, but we're American. Why would
Thank
we
you.
care about the
I
British?
made them myself.
I should go British.
No,
I
I
don't
didn't.
know.
The only time I cared about the British was when learning about them when we fought them off. Let's go, America, for the win. Two times in a row against Britain.
Jacket's off.
Hmm?
His jacket's off.
Yeah, it
Yeah, I
is.
took it off because it got too hot.
Yeah. And then it just became a bit.
That was the second time.
1812.
Yeah. What you got in your sandwich?
Got white meat, white cheese, and croissant.
I love that you just summarized it as white meat, white cheese, and then a croissant, as if you just didn't know what kind of deli meat or cheese you were eating.
I did not know at all what I was eating.
Dude, okay, I can get that for the cheese. Like most cheeses, I will be fully honest, there's a lot of cheeses that taste exactly the same. But like there's no deli meat that tastes identical.
But here's the thing: it's not that it tasted identical, because all I tasted was the croissant and the cheese. It just looked like a certain kind of pork or turkey, and I didn't
think
want
it
to
was ham.
assume
It was ham.
it was ham.
Dude, bro does not know his farm animals when he's literally eating them. You're gonna make that vegan teacher cry, dude. Imagine not even being able to name animals. That's crazy.
I hope she watches my video.
I hope she does too, because then she'll probably rant about how awful we are for eating meat, and that would be really funny to see.
And I'll get so many views.
True. Yeah, vegan teacher, like and subscribe. We would appreciate it greatly.
Yeah, dislike and subscribe.
Oh yeah. Dislike, but also yes, definitely subscribe for sure.
Dislike and block.
Yeah, exactly.
What's in your sandwich?
Probably the same. Have you ever thought of starting an OnlyFans?
I felt
Well, I
like
think
so
usually the one to
off-brand
do
for you. Like you're. I'm not gonna say you're like super clean, but like.
No,
don't
that
feel like-
no, you're 100% right that is like that was not a typical me joke, but honestly, I did just throw it out there just to throw a complete monkey wrench at Dylan because I knew he'd have no idea how to react to hearing me say that. Because yeah, I would not do that. Shoot, are you kidding me? I kept wanting to like sit like how I am now with my leg across my other leg, but I didn't want my feet in frame. Even though we were wearing socks, I was like, nah, I don't need my my feet up on Feet Finder. So, no, I can't say I support that.
I sit any way but the normal way in my desk chair. My feet are always like up on my desk or on my keyboard. Or I'm like, side of it.
Yeah,
My-
Dylan was like sitting over the side of the chair, and you couldn't really see it, which was sad. But it's like I was literally just looking. I was like, dude, you're just sitting so special. Why are you like this?
It's comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
Try it sometime, dude.
I do, just not in an office chair.
That's not even an office chair.
Well, mine is, and I wasn't gonna do that in Blake's chair.
Do whatever you want on my chair, man. I don't care.
Shoot, you're right.
The poor one, remember?
Not that desperate.
Well, I'm rich. I don't need it.
That's why you do it for fun.
No, I'm good.
Fair enough.
You only do that kind of thing if you're desperate for money.
The chewing noises. Okay,
Let's go.
I just noticed you can see the moment that this whole bit got launched. Right, watch like right here. Nope, hang on. I need to go back further. Right here. You see the crumb fall. There it is. That right there. That is the catalyst that started this image right here.
What a butterfly effect, dude.
Yeah, no, 100%. That's what got the entire thing of this named. Me dropping a tiny bit of my croissant on my plate and me licking it off.
Did you just lick your plate?
No, I'm bit of the croissant fell off, so I just.
So you licked your plate.
I could not keep it together. At this point, I was just so brain dead because we were approaching the end. And we still have 10 minutes left.
You don't lick the plate. Here, let me just set this down.
Okay, you know, you're right. You're right. You don't
You
like
go
the-
like this, ready? Simple as that.
That was such
Exactly.
a baby bite. Get out of here.
Hey, and I
Get outta here.
still wound up choking on it. That's the funniest part, is that this guy's over here eating like the entire plate. Meanwhile, I ate a tiny bit and had a coughing fit that, thank God, did not make the final cut entirely.
El Bozo.
Oh, pretty good.
Dylan, you're insane, dude. I don't understand how you do this. You just do.
I spat it out in your trash can, remember?
Oh, that's right. I forgot you did wind up spitting it out. That's right. You're not that much of a mad lad.
No, don't spit out.
Please don't make me.
That was genuine pain. Okay, that's another good frame. No, this
Please don't make me.
that I was actually choking in the moment, and then to throw that in, I started laughing even harder, and it just got worse because I couldn't breathe, and then I had the paper in my mouth on top of that, and you're like, nope, don't spit it out, don't be a baby, and I'm like,
You spit, you quit.
There's a very dirty joke that could be made here.
don't, bad.
Yeah, that's why I said that instead of that joke.
I started laughing so hard that I literally just started crying. I started tearing up, and you just see the literal pain in my face as I was just wheezing so hard.
The tear stream on your cheek too.
Yeah, no, you could just see like the little tiny lines on my faces. I'm just absolutely beyond it at this point.
So, right now, since we, earlier since,
Did you look at the camera?
I think I might.
Did you?
I think I might have.
right now, since we,
Oh, 100%. That's another good pause. But yeah, no, you 100% did it for a minute.
earlier since, my ears kind of hurt right now, so can we whisper?
I love how we explained that because like it was getting late and we needed to whisper, and then we did for all of like 5 minutes, and then we just gave it up again. We just didn't even try. I also love how during this entire bit I was just still like resisting the urge to cough because I was still kind of choking in the background, so I literally was just staring off into space behind you the entire time because I was just focusing on living because that was a hard thing to do in the moment.
Paper does that to my ears, It's really weird.
Rational thought hurts.
That was all I could muster. I could barely speak because I was just I still had something stuck in my throat, so I was just like, and that was all I could squeak out. And I still started laughing at myself.
Yeah, I know rational thought hurts. You're a cop.
That's very disrespectful and rude.
Yeah, but it's very true. Do you need a doctor?
No, I need that chair.
Okay. Well,
And suddenly we're just back.
oh, so we're back to how we were, Am I interrogating you now?
You never stopped interrogating me.
Oh, yeah. All right. Now, where were you?
Okay.
November 5th.
Before I'm gonna answer any kind of questions like that, why the hell are you sitting like that?
It's comfortable. And I got
Bro's just sitting with his leg like up across the chair, just sitting there, just chilling. And I was just like, dude, what are you doing? Why are you like this?
Because it's comfortable.
Uh-huh.
Gotta get some
Any of one
airflow,
of my personal favorite bits.
Yeah, dude. Oh my god, the gun. The gun had me in tears.
I'm glad you thought it was funny. It was gonna be twice as much shots, and I was like, no, I gotta cut some of this.
No, I think you nailed it with the timing of the ones that are there because it's so out of the blue and it just made it so funny.
Thank you.
Ew. You look like a freak.
Yeah. And you look like a freaking idiot. You little king scepter.
Dude, it's so stupid.
Did not expect that.
Dylan, is this your first time watching it?
Yeah.
Brother, how is this your first time going through it is with us? Have you not watched it yet?
I'm scared to watch this kind of stuff alone, dude.
Why?
I hate hearing my voice.
Yeah, to be fair, it's 50% him.
That is kind of fair, dude. Are you kidding? I sent it to your brother last night.
Yeah, he told me
Even
that
he
before
watched it
everyone-
before you.
Yeah, he said the first words he said was, "Dude, I want to stick at someone's Beyblades."
Nice, bro's in on the bit. I love it.
Freaking purple shirt. Who likes purple?
I do, actually.
Yeah, that says a lot about you. All right, about the murder. Why use a penguin to commit a murder?
Have you ever played Super Mario 64?
No.
People, if you know, you know. That's one of those references that it's like only if you know what's going on will you have any idea what's going on. But it's funny if you know what's going on.
For a little context, there's this little penguin that you gotta pick up and you gotta take it to its mama. But most gamers, they're sick people, mentally ill, and they throw that baby off the side of the mountain.
You see, most gamers.
So,
Yeah, no, once again, it's like anytime I was doing like the mob boss thing, I was just imitating Heath Ledger. That's all that it wound up being as I look back.
let's just say the little revenge was well deserved.
Wait, I missed that gunshot real quick. Replay it.
Let's just say the little revenge was well deserved.
Wow, you're literally holding it like this.
All right, so but why did you say it was penguin to kill him?
Not just hear me. Penguin kept getting killed, so I had the penguin.
Oh my god.
Have the penguin.
You just said you did.
Nah.
Yes, you did.
Nuh-uh.
Yes, that is admissible in court. We are in an interrogation.
Nuh-uh.
Listen here. It was one of those filthy gamers that got killed. So who gives a crap anyways? It's not like he was gonna do anything with his life.
All I can think of is that one boys clip where they're playing VR chat and they're in like a prison or something, and they're like, "Juicy, what are you in here for?" And he's like, I killed a school bus full of kids," and they're like, "Well, that's pretty bad, man. Like, what kind of kids were they?" And he's like, "They were Fortnite kids." And they're like, "Oh, dude, you're not supposed to be in prison. You're supposed to get a medal." That's exactly how this played out. So they're just, oh, gamers, ew, gross.
I gave Indy the direction to like really hammer home that it was a gamer, and I was really hoping you would say gamer like it was a slur.
That's kind of what it became, honestly. And then the fact that I went for the Mountain Dew and Doritos joke is just hammering it home.
True. He had no job, had no money, no girlfriend.
Exactly.
Family disowned him.
If he was on the street any longer, he'd be doing the do and smoking Doritos for the rest of his life. Cranking 90s on people.
Craig at 90s.
Yeah. You ever played Fortnite?
No.
Pleb.
What'd you call me?
Called you a frickin' pleb.
What did you call me?
Called you a pleb. I don't know.
But
how
no,
to
seriously,
tell you
what does that mean?
Oh. I don't honestly remember what that means.
I've got a dictionary definition pulled up, and I was actually using it correct. It's short for plebeian, which I was also right about, and it's a noun that refers to an ordinary person, especially one from a lower social class. So, in other words,
So you just
I
called me
was.
poor in another language.
Yeah, yes, I did.
English.
Yes, I did.
It's old English and not another language.
Yeah, I was about to say.
It's basically another language, dude. You know this.
Yeah, that's kind of fair.
No. Not really a fan of you waving that gun in my face.
I am.
Yeah.
What, you want to switch?
Switch with what?
Here, you wave the gun around. It's a double action, you don't need a cock and back.
It's kind of fun. But no, you can keep your weapon.
All right.
Because well, I prefer to use mine.
You son of a.
You can't see it.
Yeah, I was about to say, and then it's completely out of frame, and I was like, oh well, all right,
Oh, come on.
it's fine. You can tell what happens after you that. Dude, you ate that thing in one bite. I did not realize you literally just downed that croissant immediately. There's no way.
Well, I had half a croissant, dude. You had a full thing.
That's true. That is true.
Expect the unexpected. Well done.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Good one.
Nope, I didn't take it in one bite. I still have the rest of it in my hand.
Yeah. And there it goes.
You know,
The eating sounds are
Joseph
just
Stone, you're a good
awful.
guy.
Can you tell I did edit the audio?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Say that again.
You're Joseph Stone. You're a good guy.
Where'd you come up with that name?
I just thought about it.
Every time I heard you say
Fair.
it, I thought you were saying Joseph Stalin.
Yeah, man, that would have been a funny twist. Anyone ever tell you look like Joseph Stalin? What? I'm sorry. I was just losing it. I was like, huh?
What? I called you by your name. You're Joseph Stone.
No. Shut up. That
There
is
was like
not
5
me.
more minutes of him with the
What are you
confused
talking
face.
about?
That
You're
I cut out.
Joseph Stone.
Yeah, honestly, I did do that bit for a while.
Yes, you are.
No, I think I know who I am.
Then who are you?
Frankie. I'm Frankie Aluenzo Spaghetti Marinara.
Good name.
That's
Good name.
racist.
Hey, no, nuh-uh. Nuh-uh.
A lot like Joseph Stone. Anyone ever tell you that?
I don't know who that is.
What are we gonna do
just
here?
saying that with just a mouthful of food. I don't know. Oh. So just,
Well,
and now we're back to playing
very
cards.
simply, go fish.
And it still has 3 more minutes.
Got any queens?
Nope. Go fish.
Damn it.
You got any 8s?
Damn it.
You got any 5s?
Go fish.
It's an aggressive game of go fish we've got going on here.
No, the mood was a little tense. I'm sorry.
Let's see. You got any queens?
I hate you, you know that?
Wouldn't be much of a game if you
That
didn't.
was genuine, by the way.
Oh, I know. Yeah, I'm fully aware of that fact.
They
Not
actually
surprised.
they had a fist fight in my driveway after the filming.
We did, yeah. No,
Yeah,
that's real.
I
That
won.
definitely happened. For sure. Yeah, he definitely won.
So if I'm not who you thought I was, who did kill that guy?
You know, I have no idea.
I don't know if anyone's noticed this. There's a couple times you can see the other camera just out of the corner of the frame.
I had not actually noticed that.
In the beginning, it's really noticeable.
I guess we'll never
I'll have to
know.
pay attention next time.
You got any 2s?
It's right there in the top.
I hate you. Alright. But here's the real concern, okay? You did confess to a murder.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You know we gotta throw the book at you.
This was my favorite bit that I came up with.
I love this one too.
You know, the book.
Jeez, dude.
I love that you cut out the part where I reacted to actually having a freaking mark. I was just like, bro.
You guys are out of character.
That's
But I
fair.
thought you just meant arrest you and convict you of a crime. No, we throw books at people.
Oh, yeah?
You got any tens?
No. You can take this jack.
The noise of it hitting the floor in the background set me over the edge because I literally just heard just flop, and I was like, no way. And the fact that you kept getting it.
You missed.
I did miss, didn't I?
Wait, I'll get. Hold on.
Wait,
Yeah, he kept that in.
I thought it'd be so funny.
And it is. It's so good.
Jack. And I missed.
I'll get that one too.
Do you have any jacks?
No. Goldfish.
You know, this little chat of ours.
You got a 10.
No, I don't. Go fish. This little chat of ours has been very entertaining.
That's one word for
It's
it.
interesting to get into the minds of you cops. Oh shoot, it's my turn to clock out. My bad.
Oh. Same time tomorrow?
Heavy breathing as I was
Sorry,
looking
hang on,
down.
Finish, getting that out.
Can you tell I didn't edit that?
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I think next time. I think tomorrow will be good.
Same time?
Same time.
Alright. See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
Wait. I love you.
I love you too, man.
The bike just walks in right at the end.
I'm Joseph Stone.
Son of a...
Phenomenal. Oh, yeah, Dylan, that, yeah, I actually had a really, really funny conversation with Blake about that because I forwarded the message from him of him asking like, hey, what do you want your name to be, and your exact message to me was Dylan is fine. So I text Blake, and that's exactly what I say. I just said, let me get back to it. He said, quote, Dylan is fine. So I think you should either meme it and put that, or put just Dylan because it'd be funny. And he's asked like, what's the exact wording? And I said, your exact words was Dylan is fine. And he's like, okay, cool. And this is how we ended up with just Dylan is fine. That's how you're credited in the quotes.
I'm perfectly fine with that. That's clever.
Hey, what can I say? I'm some kind of genius. And that is it. We have reached the end. What's a good frame to let's plug the channel.
Got it.
There's my logo.
And there we go.
Yeah.
That will be the shot that we'll leave it on. Oh yeah, we have to pull up the this. Can I like
Fun fact, if I ever need to re-render that for whatever reason, I'd have to make it from scratch. I don't have access to those fonts anymore.
That's so funny. I love that for you. Let's see. I'm gonna pull up. Here we go. Is there anything of mine that's not supposed to be there?
Ew, do you
Oh,
use
there.
Edge?
I do. Yeah. There we go.
Oh, I sent it in the Discord too.
I know, but I'm too lazy to have to like shuffle it around, so I just pulled it up in Google. So this is what we're working with. This was the thumbnail.
This is the thumbnail. I didn't spend a lot of time cutting anything out. I just kind of took a brush to it.
Yeah, it didn't need it.
No, I feel like it fits the simplicity of the film. It's very artistic and intentional.
Exactly, especially with the gun going off and me still holding the plate at the bottom as well. We both just look so done with life.
I think I was probably at the end of our filming, so we were probably done.
Probably. Well, I remember when this shot. This shot I think was somewhat early on, and then this one, since I've got the plate, this was definitely towards the end. But yeah, I think
Not early on because I'm not wearing that coat.
Yeah, the gun
Normally,
shot
like-
for the plate.
that's true. Yeah, yeah. The gun is aimed for the plate. That's the plot. Dylan shot the plate, and that's why there's a hole in it. Definitely not because he ate the dang thing. That
You
is.
ate the damn thing too.
I did, which I'm never ever doing that again. That was awful. That was gross. That was that was a mistake. It might kill me. I did almost kind of barf at the end of that. I was not having it.
Hey, shout out to DJI for not screwing up that filming session.
Fair. That's very fair.
So a little bit behind the scenes for the next short I've got coming out. We did a scene out in the middle of a field in the middle of nowhere, and we were getting really bad radio interference, and it almost ruined the entire scene.
I forgot about that. Yeah, that was so fun. That was so much fun.
They behaved on Sunday. They were nice. They were good little boys and girls.
That is helpful. It is helpful to actually have things cooperating. All right. Well, we have been chatting about this 40-minute film for an hour and 45 minutes, boys.
Hey, you know what? I'll take it.
I will take it too. I was very satisfied with that. Yeah, you guys got any other thoughts at all?
Let's go watch
That plate tasted surprisingly good.
Yeah, you think so, huh?
Yeah.
Should we watch some other Oscar films?
Perhaps, but probably not on stream because I can get away with not getting copyrighted by our own stuff, but I don't want to piss off anyone else's.
If we talk enough, it's fine. No.
Yeah, but we also already talked for 2 hours.
Yeah.
And I think I'm kind of talked out.
Same.
My brain is dead. All level of consciousness and intelligent thought is just out the window.
You're welcome, by the way.
Yeah, it is 100% Dylan's fault. That is true. Well, I think we will.
Spread some democracy.
You're gonna go hop on Helldivers. I'm not surprised in the slightest. I still gotta get that game.
I'm planning on getting Helldivers now that I know someone who's got it now.
I'm gonna get it at some point, just not right at the moment. So, but I will eventually. Anyways, I think that just about wraps up our garbage, boys. So, you got any final words on our way out?
Subscribe to me, absolutely everything on YouTube. Subscribe to Indecisive on YouTube. I don't think Dylan has a YouTube. Subscribe to Johnny.
And I got nothing.
He does not. Yeah.
Subscribe to my OnlyFans. Subscribe to Johnny's OnlyFans.
No shot. Oh my god. Yikes. Yeah. All right.
Good stream.
Good stream. I agree. Yeah, good stream. Hope you guys enjoyed it. As you said, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Interact with all of our channels except Dylan, because Dylan doesn't use social media. And we will see you guys later. Bye-bye.